Hello, happy Monday. Welcome back to the Everything NYJ Podcast, episode 39 here. Liam, Gino Pagano as always. Gino, my friend, how you doing today, buddy?
This team stresses me out, but I love them so much. It's one of
This
those
team.
things where one thing after another, and it kind of ruins your day a little bit, you know.
Yeah,
But
it
we
did.
are here. It's been a busy weekend. It's a busy day. It's gonna be a busy week. My birthday's next Monday, so
Happy
we have a
birthday!
lot of festivities going on. We got a big time guest coming Wednesday, and it's a lot going on, but it's fun. It's fun. It's fun times.
You know, Gino, when you texted me today, I was at work. You ruined my day.
I know. I figured.
You ruined my day. And I said, Gino, I said, don't you dare ruin my day. And then you said, oh yeah, I'm gonna ruin your day.
Yeah, I
Mekhi
did.
Becton's injured. The offensive line looks like crap.
Yep. Fant is still
Ugh.
not back. Fant's still
Fans
not
still not
back.
back.
And then McDermott's injured too. So it's
Yeah,
it's something.
go ahead.
It's something.
Yeah. We can't have nice things, man. Can we not have nice things, please? Like, we've had a
Fair enough.
perfect offseason. Are we gonna start screwing it up now? All right. Anyway, before we get into the chaotic videos, we're gonna talk about the green and white scrimmage. I was there. I'll give you guys a little insight on that. We're gonna talk about training camp. Mekhi Becton's unfortunate injury once again. But before we get into all these topics, I just wanted to mention you could follow us on all social media platforms at Everything NYJ. You guys know the drill. We'll follow you back. We'll talk football with you. Whatever. We'll do it all. We got you all covered. Don't you worry. Everything for
Amen.
training camp, we got you covered. Anything Jets related, we got you covered. If you guys like the video, a good way to show that is the thumbs up button. Just right down there. Click it. It really helps us out. And if you guys are new here, or if you guys just haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. It helps us bring wonderful guests on. We've had the likes of, Harrison Glazer. We had Gotham City. We had New York Jets Situation Report. We have a very special guest coming up on Wednesday. I think you guys are going to love this. Gino, do we spill the beans now or no?
Not yet. Let's wait till afterwards.
Not yet?
Let's wait till
Okay.
afterwards.
All right. You guys better stay tuned for that one, man. You guys are not going to want to miss Wednesday night. We have a huge guest. I can't wait to announce it, man. I'm super pumped up for that.
Amen to that.
But anyway, so the green and white scrimmage, first off, before we talk about what happened inside the stadium, just tailgating with all the fans, I just want to thank all you guys for coming up to me. It was really great meeting a lot of you guys. I hung out with the Let's Talk Jets guys, Tyson and Kevin. Great guys. I bought a koozie from them, supporting the Solomon Thomas Foundation. It goes to a really great charity. I met up with Jake Asman, another great guy. Gangrene David was there, met up with him, great guy. And just, like all the fans, just sitting there talking with everybody, talking Jets football, having a couple beers. It was a great time, man. It's just getting there, no pun intended, it was a train wreck. I took the train and it was just a disaster. It was more expensive getting there than anything. But anyway, man, I had to get out. I had to come support the Jets. I had to come see them live and in person because you've been hearing all these reports. You've been hearing, Zach Wilson's good, Zach Wilson's not good. This is going on, that's going on. I had to get out there. I had to see for myself, and I'm glad I did because it really just kind of confirmed what I already knew. Kind of confirmed what we were already saying. Zach Wilson, he looked really good, and he has certain chemistry with certain guys like Tyler Conklin. And I think it's going to be a really fun matchup to watch. He hit Tyler Conklin for like a 10-yard touchdown in the end zone. And it's just they're a dynamic duo, and it's so refreshing to see tight ends catching footballs for passes. When is the last time we had a legit tight end? Dustin Keller?
Not only him. I mean, we've had some young guys in the past. We thought Kristen
Herndon.
Yeah, he would be good, but Keller was by far I think the number one since then.
And you see, like I was like a Jeff Cumberland fan, like 2015 and everything, and like I really believed in him, but I don't think any of us believed that he was the real deal. Like we have legit tight ends, even CJ Azuma, he was showing out, and it's just great to see that, Elijah Moore, he looks great, but he's getting a run for his money because Sauce Gardner, man, I could not take my eyes off of Sauce Gardner. So he's long, he's lanky, he's like 10
Right.
feet tall, he's blanketing, Elijah Moore. He looks like he's the real deal, man. And I think I don't want to call him Revis 2.0 because I don't want to compare him to Revis. I don't want him to be the next Revis. I want him to be the first Sauce. And it's just
Right.
you see him going out there. He's the first one out every single week, every single day at training camp. And let me tell you, man, he's the real deal. But something that is concerning me, and people are saying, on Twitter, don't be concerned. It's early. It's it's preseason. We're getting there. It's training
Right.
camp.
Right.
It's Corey Davis's dropped balls. And I am concerned about it because we saw it last year too. This isn't something new, and it seems like something that he really doesn't have, corrected yet. And the Jets were driving. Zach Wilson was looking really good, and Corey Davis dropped that ball, and it just killed all momentum. They had to settle for a field goal, and it's not what you wanted to see, and it's not really an encouraging sign.
Yeah. I mean, he was also on pace for 1,000 yards too last year before he got injured. So like I get what you're saying and everything with Zach Wilson and Corey Davis, and I know it's Sauce. The thing that concerns me about Sauce is, Sauce he had a lot of penalties that game, and he's a big trash
Yes.
talker. I love the trash talking thing, but I think he needs to control his penalties and stuff. But he's still going to be a beast no matter what. Everyone loves him, so it's if he can keep control of that and not get beaten as much on that left side, I mean, I think we're going to be good.
Right. I mean, he could block a defender, a wide receiver 30 yards down, but if he's pass interference, then they're going to end up with the play anyway.
Right.
So it
Exactly.
doesn't really make a difference. But he's doing things that, they don't resemble rookie. He's using the sidelines to his advantage as like an extra defender. He's
Right.
he's very smart where he is on the field. And I think if he does stop, because he does get handsy. You don't want to see that. If he could clean that up, and I think he's smart enough to know that he needs to clean that up, then I
Right.
think that, he's an absolute stud. And
I
let me
agree.
tell you, bro, another guy that is really impressing me, he's the real deal. Brees Hall. Brees Hall looks freaking amazing, dude.
He
He
looked
is
great.
as advertised.
Yeah.
He's as advertised. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, he's a beast. I mean, what can you say more about Brees Hall? It's like everyone keeps forgetting about Michael Carter, too, when Brees Hall gets stepped in. But I think they're both going to be such a great 1-2 punch like Denver has over the years with Williams and Gordon. So I think
Yeah,
having that 1-2 punch is so important. And I think I can't wait. I mean, he is the real deal. I mean, we both seen enough film about him to really think that wow, he's got something, but he has to go out there and prove it too.
absolutely. And every time, like he would like run off like a 20-yard gain or something, the fans were going crazy. They love Brees Hall. They love this kid. They're all going Brees, Brees. Like it was just so
Right,
fun. And
right.
I think the fans are just gonna pump him up this year. And I think that's just gonna add fuel to the fire, man. And I think that he's just gonna keep going. It's Dude, I'm super excited for him. Like, not that I was sleeping on him at all, but
Right, right,
the focus really was on Sauce. It was on Garrett Wilson. It was on
right.
Jermaine Johnson. Not as many people were talking about Brees Hall, excuse me. And I think he's going to get a lot of opportunities with the ones this year. And I can't wait for that 1-2 punch, man. It's going to take me back to like the Sean Green, LaDainian Tomlinson days. Stuff like that, man. He's a really super powerful running back, and I think it's gonna be something special this year, and especially before the injury, Mekhi Becton and AVT, man, they were opening up holes for him left and right, and it's super unfortunate what happened to Mekhi Becton today, man.
Yeah, I mean, overall, coming before we get to Becton, I think overall from what you've been showing me on Saturday with FaceTiming me, and I was at a wedding. I saw everything. It was really cool. Looks like MetLife made some updates too, and
Oh
I
yeah,
and then seeing seeing people out there, especially that little kid got a chance to go out there and score a
AJ, yep.
touchdown. That was really cool. But honestly, I love seeing the players interact with the fans with autographs. I know you got a Quentin Williams autograph on your
You guys
shirt.
could see it.
That's
I have it
yeah.
on. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm not even showing it. I'm screwing it up. I'm just showing you
Yeah,
guys my stomach. It's
yeah,
there
it's
somewhere.
okay.
There it is. There it
There you
is.
go. That's awesome.
You
Oh,
guys
I
got
love that.
a little peep show today, courtesy of everything
Hey, there you
NYJ.
go. There you go. I know, right? But no, we saw some good things on that scrimmage. We saw some bad things on that scrimmage, and I think overall, everyone is still learning. I know Wilson didn't really. Wilson had a good day, but could be better. I know he was scrambling a little bit, but overall,
Right.
going into today, I'm glad they had the day off. Yesterday and everything. But
Before you get too far into that, can I talk about Zach Wilson for 2 seconds before we change topics? I just want to mention Zach Wilson looks a lot better than he did last year.
right,
There's a couple plays where he held onto the ball too long. It's gonna happen.
right,
When there's guys like Sauce covering, then yeah, it's gonna take a little time. But what I'm liking, and we saw it a lot towards the end of last year, and I think it's gonna continue this year, is if the play's not there, he's taking off.
right,
And
right.
that's he had like 3 runs and it went for like 25, 30 yards, something crazy like that, maybe even 50 yards. It was decent. He was really taking off, and I think that's just gonna add to. I think he's gonna be special this year, man. He's looking really good. I had a little bit of concern about him at first,
Yeah,
but it's kind of hard to evaluate things live, because like especially with me, like I was like kind of like locked into like one player like every like now and then, what is Garrett Wilson going to do? And the relationship between Zach Wilson and Garrett Wilson is special too, man. Garrett Wilson's a playmaker.
right.
And it's just like I wanted to watch Wilson, and then I was watching Sauce, I was watching Garrett Wilson, I was watching, I was kind of like just watching everybody, just seeing what they did like on certain plays. I was really excited to see Becton and everything, but Zach Wilson, man, you're starting to see him, transform from that kid to like an adult quarterback, like somebody that's going to command the offense. He looks a lot. He looks really confident in the huddle. Like he's breaking the snaps. You could almost hear him like, calling the play, and he's very stern when he says it. He walks out and he does just that. I think he knows the playbook like the back of his hand at this point. And we had Booth LaFleur, doing his thing, getting creative, and that's where he's going to be again this season. I think it's all just great things for him, man. But didn't mean to cut you off. I just couldn't forget, the MILF Hunter ZW.
You'll pay for that later. No, I'm kidding. No,
You're gonna read
man,
me out after the show.
right, right. I'll I agree with everything you're saying. It's in the beginning, the first week it wasn't really good, but then like he's starting to come into his own. Thank God it's early. I mean, going into this week, especially today alone, overall, I mean, Salah said in his press conference today he's only going to have the starters play like a first half, and that's it. But
Yeah,
with all the injuries happening today, especially with Becton and McDermott, I mean, he's going to have to reevaluate. Now we have a new signing of Caleb Benach. He's an old lineman. He's played for the Seahawks, played for the Patriots. He's played for Tampa Bay. I know he hasn't played in a while. It's been a long while, but it's I hope he comes to his own. I hope he makes the team. I hope he makes us better. But I know they're going to count a lot on Feeney and Herbig from the Eagles. I think it's going to be counting a lot on those guys. I mean, the offense looked okay today. O-lineman did not look good, but Davis had a nice way to end the practice with Zach Wilson. I know
nice bounce
Flacco
back.
didn't.
Yeah,
I know Flacco didn't have really a good day today, but Wilson was great again today. The wide receivers were great today. I know we have some injuries right now. I know DJ Reed is
yeah.
still dealing with his injury. I think he'll be back though this week. But don't be surprised if that changes because everything changes day by day. But it's good to
Ty
see.
Johnson with his hamstring
Right,
still an injury.
right, exactly, and it's stressful but not stressful at the same time because I'm glad they're getting it done now, but you don't want it to happen later. I know the thing with the old lineman with Fant even out still, but they're taking their time with that. I know there's contracted stuff going on with that too. I don't know if that's one of the main reasons. I don't think so, but you never know. But
Well, actually, they asked Robert Sala. I think it was Friday. They asked him if the
right,
contract had anything to do with it, and he
he
said
said
no
no.
because if it was a contract issue, he doesn't think that George Fent would even be there.
Right, exactly, and I agree with
Yeah.
that. But the defense looks amazing. I mean, the defense looks
Yes.
locked in. Sauce, Hall, Jacob Martin. I mean, even JJ too. I mean, he looks so good. He's getting those reps in, and even Franklin Myers. I mean, they're all coming in really well, and that's what you want to see. Even Alexander is doing great. So
Yeah, he's getting a
it's
lot of reps with the ones, Quan Alexander.
they. I mean, they all are mixing it
He
up,
might
which
he
is
might be a
nice.
starter. He might be starting week 1. And
I
I
hope
think
so.
a lot of people are saying it too, and I kind of believe it. I think this is the year that Quinnen Williams pops. I really do. I think
I hope
Quinnen
so
Williams is
too.
gonna have his breakout year this year. It's a contract year for him. I think he's bringing his A game. He seems super focused, super competitive. I think he
Right.
wants it this year, man. I think he really wants it.
I mean, he's playing for a contract. I mean, he's playing for
Yeah,
a contract next year, and Vinny Curry's injured too.
yeah. I don't think he
So
makes the team,
it
man.
doesn't look that
I don't.
serious with Curry. I want him there though. I want him so
He's
bad,
got
but
to get.
I
Yeah,
get
I
it. I
understand.
get it, but
I agree. Honestly, not to sound like mean or anything, but I could kind of care less about Vinny Curry at this point. I haven't seen him play. I don't know what he is. It is what it is with him. Like he doesn't really move the needle for me at all. It's like if he gets cut, okay. If he doesn't, okay, he's on the team. He doesn't really do anything for me, honestly, and it's just it is what it is.
I mean, Huff continues to perform. Zonovan Knight, running back,
Yeah, Zonovan
continues
Knight.
to
Yeah.
continues to perform. But I think the biggest thing, because we have a few minutes left, I think the biggest thing we need to talk about is kickers. Greg
Yes.
Zerline and Eddie Pinheiro. Greg Zerline missed all of his kicks today. Eddie Pinheiro made all of his kicks today. And you can see Salah on the
Yeah.
sidelines, making note while stressing about
Yeah.
the whole line. But
Weren't we all?
yeah, but it's all going to come down to the game. The Eagles game is going to make a big leap for players. Then
Yep.
they'll know. Then they'll know if it's going to be cut or not, if Zerline or whoever. But I mean that's all from me. That's all from today. I know we're going to get more updates tomorrow and Wednesday, but overall, keep looking for the offense and the defense to pop. Keep looking for the kickers. Keep looking up the injury report through us and also throughout the Twitter and Instagram and your league sources, because a lot is going to change coming into this Eagles game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you want to do a little Eagles preview?
You know what? I think we
It's
win.
hard in preseason.
I think we win. We always do good in preseason, no matter who it is. But
Yeah, you're right.
I think we win. But they have a chip on their shoulder too, as always.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
I mean, and AJ Brown talking a lot of stuff about the Titans. That's going to be big coming in for the first preseason. But you know what? I'm kind of with AJ Brown on this one. But I hope we win, and I do think we win. I think you're going to see a lot of the starters come out from the get go, and then you're going to see second, third, and fourth stringers come in through the second through the fourth quarter, because you're not going to see much of them at the end, but you will pay attention to the first quarter for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I think the severity of Becton's injury, that's really going to show during that game too. I think we're gonna because I think we could all agree the offensive line is bad right now. There's no
Right.
sugarcoating it, and I think we're
Right.
gonna kind of see like where they are.
Right.
During the scrimmage, I think it's a really good test for them, honestly. Um,
It'll be big for Herbeck too. Connie's former Eagle. He could get a little bit
yeah,
kind of a revenge game, not really, but
yeah.
he'll be excited to face against his former team.
I'm just so mad about the whole Mackay thing, dude. It really
I
put
know.
the damper on my day, and it's
Me
just.
too.
Robert Sala doesn't think it's that serious, and I'm sorry. I love Robert Sala just as much as the next guy. I think he's a great guy
Yeah.
and everything. But
Yeah.
I don't trust him when it comes to the injuries, especially with Mekhi Becton, because after what he said
Yeah.
last year, sorry, dude, I don't trust you. And they had I shared the video, or I retweeted, I guess, on Twitter today,
Right.
the
Right.
video of him limping around even before, this was during the 7-on-7 drills. This wasn't even the 11-on-11s, and it's like why he was in there, I don't know. And it's just the
Well, I
knee
mean,
brace.
Liam, you got to remember. I mean, he did feel good, and now it's like they wanted to see him perform in front of the fans. So like, I get it, and you got to get those reps in. But I mean, he felt good,
Yeah.
and then today he didn't feel good. I mean, he had a day off yesterday too.
Yeah. He was on a pitch count at the scrimmage too. There was a lot of times I was looking for him and I didn't see him. And I had to like look down and be like, oh, there he is. He was on
Right.
the sideline a lot. Like he didn't get a whole lot of playing time, but it's just the knee brace. Once he put the knee brace on, that concerned me. And
Yeah, he was messing with it a lot today too, and there was footage all over
yeah,
the place of it.
yeah. So I can't believe he's not 100% yet. Like, I understand he's a big guy. Like, I understand that, but at the same time, he's been carrying that weight around with him basically all of his life. He's not somebody I imagine just shoots up. Like, he's probably been a big kid his whole life. Let's be honest. And I'm sure his
I don't know.
body's used to
Well,
carrying.
I don't know, Liam. I mean, it's one of those things where he looked good, he looked ready, he looked healthy, and then every injury gets has
Yeah,
setbacks. He's had a
it was
lot of
just
setbacks. That's concerning.
yes.
That is concerning, but you can't help it with injuries, man.
No, I agree with that. It's just it was weird the way it happened. I think like JFN just kind of pushed him and like he just fell back and like
Yeah,
hurt his knee. Like
exactly.
it wasn't like anything like bad and nobody rolled on it, thank God or anything. Go ahead. What's up?
You know who I'm happy
He has a
for
big
is Mims.
announcement.
I'm happy for
What's up?
Mims. I'm happy
Oh
for
yes.
Mims.
Yep.
I'm happy
Yeah,
for
he didn't get a whole lot of work with the ones. He was mostly riding with the twos and the threes.
but they love him. He's doing really well. I'm happy for him right now.
Salah said that he's even expressing that he's pissed that he thinks he's a starter. And that's the attitude that he needs to have. But Robert Saleh said that it's not affecting like his everyday performance. Like he's still coming in, he's still grinding, he's doing everything that they ask him to do. They're once
Right.
again asking him to learn multiple positions, and
Right.
that it is what it is. I don't see it happening. I don't think he's starting this year. I don't see it happening.
I don't think he's going to start, but I think he's going to get some decent playing time. I just don't think
Okay.
it's going to be a lot what he wants. If we trade him, we trade him. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But he's proven that he wants to be a number one, and I'm really happy for him if it does. But
Right.
overall,
Right.
we got a big announcement, though. We got a big announcement.
Okay.
We got Mike Westhoff coming on the show Wednesday night. Mike,
I wasn't sure if that you were announcing. You kind of had to be stumped. I'm like, are we announcing him right now, or are we?
No, we're doing this now. This is
Okay. Mike
I'm winging
Westhoff.
this. I'm winging
Okay.
this with this. I'm so happy to have him on the show. Been talking to him a little bit, and I've been talking to his assistant a little bit. Great people over
Shout
there
out to
on
Denise.
Westhoff. Right, good people over there. We're really excited. One of the biggest guests we will have on the show. And
Yeah.
we're really excited. We're big fans of him as well, and we're ready. I mean, we're nervous but ready at the same time. It's going to be great.
You see, people, you see what happens when you hit the like and the subscribe button. We get big guests on, so keep doing it. Keep doing
Keep
it.
doing it. Not
Man, I'm
only do
super
we want
excited.
it, we crave it, and we need it.
We need it. I need it like I need my water. Like I can't go a day without having subscribers, without having likes. I need them. It
and
gets me
also the
alive.
Jets Cup. I need my Jets Cup.
Yes. Dude, I have so many Jet Cups, and like I'll be in my kitchen like before this starts, like, oh, I grab a water bottle and think like, oh, I should really bring a Jets Cup on, and then I come into my room, I completely forget about the Jets Cup. So they're out there. They will make guest appearances. It's just I don't know how often because I tend to forget about them for whatever reason.
I
But
know,
yeah,
right?
man, Mike Westhoff, the greatest special teams coach ever.
I agree.
You're not changing my mind on
They
that.
had to change the rules for him. I mean, it's for the
Yep.
whole league. That's
Yeah.
not saying anything. I don't know what is.
We're gonna touch on a lot when it comes to Mike Westhoff. We're gonna ask him a ton of questions. If you guys have fan questions, just let us
Right.
know.
Let us
Keep
know.
them appropriate. Let's show some respect for the greatest special teams coach to ever live. One of my favorite personal coaches of all time. I love Mike
Agreed.
Westhoff. I've always been a big fan of him.
Agreed.
If you guys have any questions, just let us know. We'll even we'll even shout you out if you ask us on Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is. We'll shout you out. We'll make sure you guys get some follows too. It's just I'm super excited for Mike Westhoff, man. We're gonna have a lot to touch on with him, and stay tuned, man, because it's gonna be freaking sick.
It's going to be sick. It's going to be awesome, and we can't wait. But follow us on everything social media, on everything NYJ. But also just keep growing with us. We're growing every day all over the world.
Yeah.
All the fans, and also shout out to Gangrene Germany. Watch my video on Gangrene Germany. They're great people over there. And something else is in the works on the other side of the pond with me. It's going to be great. I'm really happy about all of that, and it's going to be great. Tune in tomorrow and Wednesday.
You see this sleeve? There's tricks up it all the time.
Always.
We always have
the hat.
Even with the hat, yes, the everything NYJ hat. Um, Listen, guys, we have plenty of guests coming on. August is going to be a huge month for us. I guarantee you that. I think it's going to be the biggest month that we've ever had so far in the history
I
of this
agree.
channel.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
I'm just so glad that you guys are following along with us. We're all growing together. I am meeting more Jets fans than I ever thought imaginable. Gino's
Right.
doing the same thing. I know that the social media
Yeah.
is really taken off. I'm just super excited. I'm happy. You know, I'm glad that I get to do it with Eugene. I'm glad that we're all doing it together. This is one big fan base. Um, we tend to all disagree a little bit. It's a crazy fan base. It's not. It's
Right.
not.
Right.
It's not a completely sane fan base, but it is the best fan base in all of sports. It's the most diehard fan base.
We are.
And I think
We're
we're lucky
waiting.
to be a part of it.
We're
I
waiting.
think we're really, yeah.
We're
And
waiting.
just thank you guys. I love all you guys. I really mean that. It's like just meeting you guys at the scrimmage. It was cool as hell. I get noticed here and there. It's like, oh wow, like I'm just a guy that talks to a computer. I've never met this guy Gino in real life. Like
Right.
I just
Right.
talked to a tablet, and it's like people are like, oh yeah, that's you. I'm like, yeah, it's me. It's really cool, man. So
Our story is unique. Our story is
it's
unique.
it's very unique. So, thank you guys, once again for watching. Thank you guys for all the subscriptions, all the likes, all the follows, when you guys comment on all of our videos on social media and everything. Just thank you guys for everything. And I truly appreciate that, man.
Amen. Amen. Well, from
All right.
everything here from NYJ, we love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow and Wednesday. Peace out, everyone.
Yes, that's right. Have a good night.